is what brings you your victory. Your past is what brings you your victory. Many times when we look at what we're going through, when we're facing stuff, we say, oh man, I can't make it. I can't do this. And the enemy will make it because of your past that you can't make it. And I want to show you today that because of your past, you can get the victory now. Amen? Anybody see the Bible? Everybody squared away? Okay. Hallelujah. 1 Samuel, the 17th chapter. Hallelujah. 17. And this is a familiar story that pretty much everybody know. It's about really David and Goliath. David is one of my heroes. You know. Hallelujah. Huh? 17th chapter. 1 Samuel, 17th chapter. Hallelujah. 1 Samuel, 17th chapter. And I'm deciding what verse we're going to start at. Let's start at verse 17.
1 Samuel,
1 Samuel,
17th chapter.
the 17th chapter. And let's start at verse 20. You good?
Okay.
You good? You good? 1 Samuel, 17th chapter, verse 20. Amen? And so everybody know this, right? Everybody know this. Y'all ready? Hallelujah. Everybody know the story of David and Goliath, right? I mean, everybody know the story. Everybody know that, David took him out and stuff like that. So I want to bring a different twist to it, like we always do. Same thing, though. I want to challenge you that your past have already prepared you for your victory. So if we had a title, it would be Your Past Gets You Your Victory. Your past gets you your victory. So many times when we deal with issues in our life, and just put your finger there on 1 Samuel, we forget what we've been through. We forget what we've already came out of last week. We forget what we've already came out of last month. And so when we're facing something that looks just like that, we panic. I mean, and we just went through a situation just like that last week. It just got a different color.
Right.
Just got a different name. And just at a different time. And we panic. But if we was to really grab it for what it is and say, I've been there already. God bless you. I've been there already. I know this when I see this. So if we look at what we've been through yesterday. So what you say, man? What you say? Huh? I just want to know, that was what, oh, okay. Just want to make sure, we have to understand that our past is nothing but ammunition and for us to shoot the enemy down for our future. How many of you have ever been broke before?
How about right now?
So if you've been broke before and lack of resources, right? And lack of resources come your way now, right? You should know how to handle lack of resources because you've been there before. I mean, it's no different. It's a different day, different time. But guess what? Lack of resources is lack of resources.
Right.
I don't care what day it is. It's the same thing. So when you just go back in your mind and say, you know what? I had low funds last week. How did I make it through? Or maybe I didn't go out to eat because I didn't want to use the money, foolishly, and I just went and got some peanut butter and jelly and got some Spam or something like that to make it stretch versus going to Chili's.
Right.
So lack of funds, because I've been there already, to cause me to look at what I did to overcome it before and use the wisdom that I got from what I went through before versus doing something stupid again. Last time you had lack of funds, you went to eat at Chili's, IHOP, and everywhere else. Bennigan's. And then in 3 days, all your money gone. And then you say, I don't have no money versus going to, you do have money. You just got to use it a little bit smarter. So wisdom because of your past. If you challenge your own brain to look at what you've been through before, when you face that same situation this time, the way you came out of before, it's going to be the same way you come out of it now.
Right. That's it.
But what happens is that we panic. So we like, oh my God, oh, I don't believe it. Why me? What? I didn't do this, God. And God says, shut up. Shut up. Why are you tripping?
Right.
You know I told you not to go over there and buy them shoes.
That's right.
Even though they was on 50% off because they marked it up 50%, so you still paid regular price, but they told you 50% off. You bought them anyway because you had to impress.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right back in the same situation.
Right.
So here we go. 1 Samuel, the 17th chapter, the 20th verse. And I'm going to skip and read and skip. But we're just going to read one and start out. Is that okay?
Amen.
Verse 20 says this. So David rose early in the morning, left the sheep with a keeper, and took the things and went as Jesse had commanded him. And he came to the camp as the armies was going out to fight and shouting for the battle. So David is going up to the battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since we all know the story, I'm going to skip in and out. David was going up there because his pop told him, yo, man, go take your brother some chicken and some collard greens and some, corn on the cob, and all y'all getting hungry saying, well, you shut up, Pastor, so we can get out here and go eat now. But anyway, his pop told him, go take and check on your brothers and take some food. So he doing what he got to do. He rolling up there, and when he get there, he hear the giant, the bow and the army of the Lord, talking all kind of noise, and the whole army was punks. The Bible says is that when they heard him, they ran. So it's kind of like me saying to all of y'all right now, me and my little puny self, say, yo, any of y'all step up. And all of y'all run. Oh, David's back, he's scared. It's just like me saying, I dare any of y'all come out here and mess with me. Can any of y'all beat me? And Steve stood up and said, yeah, I got you. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like what happened is that you got one man, although he was big, he made a whole army scared. So, like, where I come from in Philly, if somebody stood up, I don't care how big they are, we're going to be like, yo, man, you get the ankle. I got the waist. You get the neck. I got an arm. What? We're going to come together and put together what we have to attack and destroy what's facing us.
Right. That's right. That's right.
But we don't even do that in the body of Christ. See, we can see somebody in the body of Christ going through something, and we can see the enemy attacking and making plenty noise against one of our brothers and sisters,
right.
and we won't even come together to help them out to overcome their situation. We run and we get scared because we're afraid that if we help them out, we're going to get attacked. So nobody was willing to step out and say, look, man, I'm going to fight him. Look, he ain't going to defile what I stand for. How many believers we got right now? They let people just dog out the church. They let people dog you out as a Christian, and we say we're not even going to fight. That's what the army was doing right there. The God that was so great that brought them out of Egypt, the God that done everything for them, they was letting one person say, send me somebody to stand up against what I stand for. And if he wins, I'll serve them. And if I win, you serve me. Nobody was willing to step up to be the leader. Because guess what? The whole Israel was on David's shoulder. Nothing but a kid. Nothing but a kid. Nothing but a kid. Nothing but a kid that had enough guts to say, you know what? I'll be the leader. I'll fight this battle. What you want to do, Goliath? This is on. Let's do this thing. The parents that should have taught them kids how to fight, which they probably did, were scared. The leaders, the natural leaders were scared. And they were running. It took a kid to stand up and make a difference. Just as it was back then, it's going to take y'all to make a difference now.
Amen.
To turn it around. To see the situation and say, you know what, I'm going to make a difference myself in my high school, in my middle school. I'm not going to compromise. I'm going to do what I'm called to do because I can win this battle.
That's right.
Amen.
When the enemy is telling your friends to do drugs and to get high, to sneak out of school and to cut, and call up girlfriend, when mom go to work late at night, hey, got the house for a hot minute coming. Can you get your popcorn? Oh, I'm going to steal it. I'm coming. Gotta do the right thing.
That's right.
You got to stand up and say, no, I ain't going nowhere. So early in the morning, David got up and he was doing what his dad was doing. So you got to realize this. Point number one is that when you face your battles, most of the time it's going to be early in the morning. As soon as you wake up, the enemy's coming to snatch your day.
Amen.
First thing in the morning, how can you be mad at 6:31 and you got up at 6:29? But it's only 6:31 and you already mad. Your whole day is all blown up. And you're like, man, it's only 6:31. And you got up 2 minutes ago. in the morning, the enemy is coming to snatch your day.
Yep.
So point number one is that you got to prepare, as we talked about the other day, you got to prepare your mind for action early in the morning. You know, all of us been there when we jump in our cars, we get ready to just run to work, and we don't take no time to say thank you, God, and we get there all break out. And you're like, if I only took a minute just to take time out to pray. Just 1 minute early in the morning, say, God, I thank you for this day, God, my footsteps. Peace, I'm out of here. You just prayed.
Yep.
And guess what? You got the guidance of God with you. But what we do, we get so busy. Oh, man, if you like me, I like to wake up late. And I got to systematically time out my brain. It's going to take me 3 minutes to shower, 2 minutes to brush my teeth, 1 minute to iron, whatever it is. I got to systematically already programmed in my brain. So when the clock go off at 6:30, I'm like, I got 5 more minutes. See, I rationalize everybody else's time according to what I want.
Amen.
So the person that's in front of me don't care about my rationalize my time and what it's going to take me to get to work. They on their own schedule. So when they don't move according to my schedule, now we got a problem. You know, something like that, because I'm upset because you messing with my time that I rationalize in my own brain on how it's supposed to happen, and it don't happen that way. You be like, what's wrong with the restaurant driving slow today? No, you're not driving slow. They driving like they drove on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Remember that song? Monday, Sunday, Monday? Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Anyway, yeah, some of y'all too young for that, right? But anyway, so the thing is that I rationalize in my brain how it's supposed to be. But no one else is in my brain.
Right.
So that means they don't line up with my thinking.
Right.
So when you rationalize things in your brain, no one else is in your brain. So it may not line up with your thinking, so don't be upset. Just get up early in the morning and prepare your mind for action. So he gets up early in the morning, and he's doing what he's called to do. He left his supplies with the supply keeper. In other words, he left the sheep with the sheep keeper. How many of you get up and you leave your stuff with someone responsible? Or you just leave your stuff, not worrying about who got it? I know parents. I've seen parents, especially when I go up in Philadelphia. Kids will run down the street with Pampers, no Pampers, this and that, stuff like that. You're like, man, if I could kick that parent in the head, I would. Why? Because they was leaving their children to no care at all. Here, David left his responsibilities in someone else's care that had responsibility. I'm going to tie this in all together, so y'all hold on, okay? So, verse number 23 says this. Then as he talked with them, there was a champion, a Philistine of Gad, Goliath by name, coming up from the armies of the Philistine, and he spoke according to the same words, so David heard him. Every day he was challenging them. Yo, send me somebody. Go, what y'all gonna do? Hey, you know big enough. Hey, man, you can handle me a little bit. I know you get on up, man. Come on, man, let's go. That's what I thought. You better sit down and don't say nothing to me. That's what he was saying in reality. Will you send me somebody that will fight for right? So David heard it. And David said, what? I'm going to get him, I beat him? He's like, yo, Dave. Yo, man, you go and you take this giant out. Yo, man. You're going to be blessed for the rest of your life. Man, the king is going to make you tax exempt. You don't have to be no 501c3. He gonna hook you up with, you know Susie, right? That fine one in the house that you can check out. That daughter, you know the one. The one you've been watching. He gonna hook you up with her too. And you ain't gonna have to worry about nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Got your back. David said, what? I'm going to be 501c3 without doing no paperwork. I don't have to pay IRS, nothing. I get the best, and I get that fine girl that I've been watching. Sorry, ladies. You get the fine guy. Same thing. So what I'm trying to get to you today is that David heard him rebuking God's army, defiling God's army with words. And David said, I heard that if I take him out, I'm going to get tax exempt, I'm going to get hooked up wealthy, and I'm going to get that fine daughter here that everybody been trying to get with. She coming my way. Just as a prize of gratitude for me standing up fighting.
Okay.
So let's bring it to today's terminology. David heard the enemy speaking against what was righteous. Everybody else was afraid. David said, no, this looks familiar to me.
Okay.
I'll fight this.
Okay.
See, the enemy is speaking some stuff to some of y'all every morning. He's saying, stand up. I dare you to walk in your purpose. I dare you to be somebody else. I dare you to be what God has created you to be. And many of you are running away.
Amen. Amen.
But some of you are at the point where you heard the enemy and you heard God says, no weapons formed against you shall prosper. All things are possible for those who believe. I'm more than a conqueror. Greater is he that is in me than he's in the world. See, some of you heard that, and so when the enemy said you can't, you start saying, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. What? What job? What career? What sickness? What finance problem? What? You coming up against me? You telling me what I can't have? You mean, God, you telling me if I believe in faith that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, that if I believe in my heart and confess with my mouth, guess what? Resources are mine.
Amen. Talk to him.
So I'm hearing the enemy in my face telling me what I can't have, but I'm hearing God tell me what he's already done.
Yeah.
Oh, man, which one are you going to believe?
Yeah.
So here it is. This is where your past helps your victory. So guess what? Everybody talking early in the morning. He goes to bring his brother the chickens, the collard greens, and everything, and they be like, "What you doing here? What you doing here? You just come to show off? What you doing here?" They were already jealous of him. He was the youngest, only intended to the sheep, and they were jealous of him already. So guess what? Some of you may not have accomplished all the things that you're supposed to up in this point, but your family's already jealous. Your co-workers are already jealous because, you got something that they don't have. You carry something a little bit different. You have some respect about yourself. You're a little bit smarter. You're a little bit cooler. You got this going on. And they like, please. And you already got it going on, and they already jealous, and you just show up to work. Here she comes. Look at him. And they already gritting on you, and you just showed up. You're like, David said, can I at least not even speak? What's up? He just showed up, and his brother was like, look at you. What you here for? You just want to do this. Have any of you ever faced that? When you showed up somewhere and somebody said, what you here for? Like you're not entitled to be there.
Come on.
But see, David knew who he was. He's like, look, I'm here because first of all, Dad told me to be here. And y'all better be glad that I am here, all y'all punks. Are y'all scared? So at least, God sent me, Dad sent me here for a reason because he knew I would rise up. So this is where your past really makes a difference for your victory. He rolled up to the king here about him. It's kind of like me and Troy over there talking, or they over there talking, testing Troy, and they say, man, this boy David over there talking about doing some damage to Goliath. And so they go, they tell the king, and the king get wind, so they say, come on here, man, roll up here. Yo, you say you can beat him? Yeah, man, I can beat him. See, what it was is that the king was looking at his size and his stature and what he thought was inexperience.
That's right.
David was looking at his past and said, oh, wait a minute, let me highlight you for a minute, king. The king said, wait a minute, you can't fight him. He's been fighting all his life, man. He's been in blood for his whole life. And you talking about you coming up and gonna be a crit? What? You ain't gonna, they've been around a lot longer than you. So he said, well, hold up, king, wait a minute. King, hold up, Bubba. Hold up. I don't want to disrespect you, king, but why are you tripping? The king was like, but David, you can't win, man. Whole life is on you. And David knew his past.
That's right.
So your situations, guess what? See, inside of you is 4 generations with your loins.
Yep.
So the enemy is trying to stop your generation that's coming behind your great-great-great-grandson. See, if he stops you right now from fulfilling purpose, He shut that down. You don't even see him. You don't even see your great-great-great-grandson that's behind you, your great-great-granddaughter that's behind you, that the enemy's already trying to attack right now before they even manifest themselves.
Yep.
So guess what? If David had not stood up, guess what would happen to Israel? What would we be at right now? What would be the testimony of the word of God right now? But it took one person to say, hold up, let me holler at you, King. Let me tell you something, man. King's like, what? He said, let me pull you to the side, because I know you're scared. I know you got a saved face. So come on, let's go behind closed doors. See, King, let me tell him like this. When my dad put me in charge of the sheep, when my parents put me in charge of the kids, my little brothers and sisters, when my parents caused me to, watch them because I was working 2 jobs and I couldn't be home enough and I had responsibilities. So I've learned how to housekeep. I've learned house management. When my moms and pop put me in charge of this, I learned how to be responsible because I had to. So David began to run down his resume. Said, a lot of times you think that just because you're a kid you don't have nothing. But if you was to write out everything you did that your moms and pops made you do, oh man, you qualify for more stuff than you realize.
That's right. That's right.
You got more job skills than you realize, but you look at it as our mom tripping, man. I'm doing dishes, man. I'm like, clean up the room, man.
Come on.
God, me, man. I'm just, mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay right there. One more time.
How you think, God?
And they fast forward that bad boy. But you're like, man, just get on my nerves. Mom. All I want to do, Mom, is just eat up all your food, make you go out there and labor. Make you do everything. I just want to eat it. I just want you to do all the work and I reap all the benefits, Mom. So I'm not expecting to have no responsibility, but you be like, y'all talk to each other. No, we don't talk during the week, man. Like, ow, Pastor, we supposed to be like that. We are. He like, oh, Pastor, move it on, man, move it on. Last week, it's funny, y'all. It's funny. Like last week, we talked about the car issue, right? And they was talking about a car issue all the way up here. And he was like, oh, move.
Right.
So it's almost like every time he come here, God hit him with something. But that's how God loves you like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Young people, you're looking at your life and you're thinking that you should have it more easier than you do. That's a lie of the enemy.
I know that's right. Come on, repeat that one.
Many times, young people, you think that you should have life more easy than it is, but that's a lie of the enemy.
Right.
The enemy wants you to become lax, lazy-go, and lazy, so you would never fulfill your purpose.
That's right. Amen.
As a parent, it's our job to push you.
Amen.
It's our job to cultivate you, to bring out the gifts that's inside of you. It's kind of like, is the office open? Did you knock it up? Can you go get me, real quick? Go get me any one of those awards from the Holy Hip-Hop. Any one of those. It's kind of like this as parents, though. So we have a flip side here. I'm on your side. Are y'all ready for this? He's like, yo! Here it is. So it's our job as parents to cultivate, to help bring them up and stuff like that. And to show them who they are. Oh, give me another one. Yeah, whatever. I said any one of them, so any one of them. All right. This is one for recognition of Holy Hip Hop. We got it in 2006. So it's our job. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's 3 years old, still beautiful, right? That's what our job is as the parent.
That's right.
It's to show the beauty of our children.
That's right.
Cultivate them.
Yep.
Speak well of them.
Yep.
Speak well to them.
Yep.
Why? Because this is something that I'm proud of.
That's right.
I'm just not going to throw this down and dog this out because it only came from the Texas Holy Hip Hop Achievement Award, and I needed it from the Grammys or the
That's
Oscars.
right.
There you go.
I'm not going to treat it any kind of way. This is something that is contributing to my hard work. So I value this. Our children. It's contributing to our hard work. We have to value them. See, David dealt with low self-esteem as well, as some of our children do. Because when the prophet came to the house, all David was out there doing what he do, attending to the sheep. And so the man of God says, okay, bring him in. All the big brothers was like, I deserve to be the next king. Right? And so what happened is that the prophet said, is there any more sons available. They say, oh yeah, we got David. He out there tending the sheep. You know, he a little bit stinky because he out there with the sheep. But when the pop sent for him, that's when the anointing was, and that's who the leader was.
That's right.
Sometimes my children may be rugged around the edges, but they could be a king or queen on the inside.
That's right. That's right.
So don't look at what you see on the outside all the time, because the word of God says in 1 Samuel is that God looks at the heart, but man looks at the outer appearance. So they may be rugged a little bit, and they may be doing stuff that may not be right, but they still a jewel, because you know what? Me obtaining this still took a lot of time.
That's right.
I've been doing hip-hop radio for years, many years, and I finally got recognition in 2006. I started back in 1990. When I started first playing hip-hop. Well, actually 89. But I didn't get recognized for it until 2006. So I said that to say this, and then we're going to move on. Is that you may not get the recognition as a parent, or as an elder person, or a person on your job that you deserve when you think you ought to receive it. But just stay in there and keep doing the right thing, and it will come. It will come. So David goes to the king, and he says, listen, when my mom had me cleaning up the house, I was learning skills. When my mom had me taking care of my little brother and my little sister, I was learning skills. I was learning responsibility. I was learning how to handle different things. So now that you've given me more responsibility, I can handle it because I've already been trained at the house. See, David had already been trained at the house on how to do what he was called to do. So when he got outside the house, whatever the challenges were, it wasn't an issue for him because he had been trained at the house.
Right.
We have to begin to train at the house.
Amen.
So he said, yo, can you handle this? Dad had me, keeping the sheep and all that kind of stuff. And a bear came. Tried to mess up my responsibility. And I was like, no, that ain't happening. He said, I went and got the bear, opened up the jar, and took the sheep out. Could you imagine you going after a bear?
Nope.
Opening up the mouth, taking the sheep out?
Nope.
So that means he was fearless when it came to him upholding his responsibility.
Amen.
You have to be fearless on your jobs. You have to be fearless in your community. When it comes to you holding up your responsibility, you have to be fearless. And anything that comes to take away your responsibility and your standard, you have to say, I'll go into your mouth and I'll pull you out. When the enemy comes to try to take away your purpose and your identity, you got to say, I'll open up your head and I'll open up your mouth and I'll pull my purpose right back out. Because our purpose is not being lost. It's being taken by people. And by people's words and by people, they grabbing your identity and they grabbing your self-worth and you letting people grab it. You got to go back and say, what? You got to go get yours. David said, listen, this sheep was under my care. And this bear tried to take something that was rightfully not his. I'm going to get mine. So the thing is that, are you willing to go get what belongs to you?
That's right.
Some of you have promotions that's due to you. Some of you have money that's due to you. Some of you have different things that's due to you, and what happens is that you're letting the emotions keep you from getting yours.
Right.
Some of you want to go, I'm just going to pick on the ladies for a hot minute. Some of you ladies just want to go there, you want to get my baby, you want to get mine, you ready to go fight that way. They won't get it. And they're going to say, they're going to watch you come, and Charlie going to pick up the phone, security.
Exactly.
Let me get this nut out of my office. You got to know what belongs to you.
Right.
David knew what belonged to him. So when the bear came to get it, he said, oh, no, this ain't happening like this. It ain't going down like this. Anybody ever try to take something from you? You say, this ain't happening.
Yeah.
Why don't you be like that with everything that the enemy is trying to steal from you? This ain't happening. I'm going to fight what belongs to me. But the thing is that many times when we get up early in the morning, we already went down left street. So we don't even realize what belongs to us because we're on the wrong street at the wrong time doing the wrong thing. And so purpose is right there in front of you, but because you're on left street, you missed it. Because you woke up late. Get up early. Even sometimes I wake up early and I just lay there and meditate on the things of God. Till my appointed time to get up, physically. But I'm up. In my brain, I'm already up. I'm already meditating. I'm already just Oh God, I thank you for today. I thank you for what you're already doing in my life today. I thank you for the people that you're going to bring me across today. I thank you for bringing people into my life. I thank you that you're making me an asset and not a liability.
That's right.
I pray that almost every day. I don't want to be a liability to nobody, to no thing.
That's right.
And the thing is that, see the army was a liability to Israel. David was the asset.
Amen.
See, you got to make up in your mind that you're going to be the asset and not the liability. So the bear comes and he takes what belongs to David. Always under David's care. David said, this ain't happening like that. He goes and get it. So a lion comes. I think the lion was peeping out the bear and saying, that fool don't know what he's doing. I'm going to let him get killed and then I'm coming right behind him. Because you know the lion, they just wait. They lay in wait. And the lion do stuff like this. They roar. They like, roar. So the whole forest can feel them. So that way what happens, because the lion said, roar, and he did a circle, and it's going around, the person that the enemy is trying to attack don't know where he's coming from.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
But we know where he's coming from. I don't care how much the devil say, roar. I don't care which way you coming. It ain't working.
Amen.
Because no weapons formed against me shall prosper. So you can roar all you want because he's like a roaring lion. That's why it says he's like a roaring lion, because a roaring lion sets up his prey by circling.
Okay.
So he's like a roaring lion. He'll bring depression over this side, and he'll bring lack of finances over this side, and he'll bring bitterness from this side, and he'll bring anger from this side, and he'll bring low self-esteem from this side. So he's like a roaring lion.
Right.
And whatever one you bite on, he will devour you with. See, low self-esteem may not be your issue. So it doesn't work. Getting high may not be your issue. It doesn't work. But what if bitterness is your issue? What if anger is your issue? What if jealousy is your issue? See, whatever one you bite on is that one he's going to devour you with.
Okay.
That's why he's like a roaring lion. So David says, okay, now the lion comes up. And he tried to take something that belonged to me. So your job come up and they try to take your raise. You got to go back and get yours. So that no good man or woman came your way and tried to take something from you that was rightfully yours. You got to go back and get yours. Don't lock your self-esteem up in a person. So you go get what's yours, right? So he's talking to the king. He said, hey, man, just like I got it from the bear and I got it from the lion, this Philistine ain't no different.
Amen.
The king said, go for it, and may God be with you. Because I ain't going, but you can go for it, and may God be with you. So here it is. David said, cool. All right. No thing. I'm going to go for it. So the king says, let me put my clothes and my armor on you. And what happened, David said, oh, man, hold up. I'm a kid. That stuff, I can't work with all that. I can't work it the way you work it. I can't do it the way you do it. You're trying to put all your tradition on me.
That's
And
right.
you're trying to put all your religion on me. And you're trying to put all that church stuff on me. I can't do it like that. I can't worship God like that. Let
That's
me worship
right.
the way I worship God.
There you go.
Let me serve God the way I serve God. Let me be in a real relationship with God. Let me get all this other stuff off of me and let me do it the way I know. King like, man, you really done lost it. You about ready to go out there and fight this giant with some pebbles and a slingshot? Did you see how big he was? Yeah. You about ready to go get your education. You about ready to go get that job. You about ready to start your business. You about ready to take back what belongs to you. And the enemy said, do you see how difficult that is?
Amen.
Do you see how big that is?
Yep.
Do you know what the economy is like right now? See, I don't know about y'all, but I'm working my way out of a job. Into my own.
Not alone.
And I'm not expecting the church to pay for my salary. I say I'm working my way out of a job into my own business. And I hear the same thing you hear. Oh, you crazy? Do you know what the yeah, but I don't run by that economy.
That's right.
I'm running by God's economy.
Right.
So I can do what he said I can do. I can be what he's called me to be at, and I can have what he told me I can have. Why? Because I'm listening to him. And so guess what? When they first told me that we couldn't do rap radio and we couldn't play Christian radio, did you know how many DJ, well, at that time they was calling them gospel announcers, and they still do, but I came in saying I'm a Christian DJ. It's like, do you know that's not going to work? You're not going to be able to play Christian rap on radio and get people to listen to it. You know how many people try before you? I said, yeah. Yeah, I heard about it. But I'm going to do it. You just arrogant. You just cocky. And you just too young and too dumb to know. That's what they do. I said, okay, cool. Watch it. Here we are, almost 20 years later, still doing it.
That's right. Amen.
Because when they say, do you know how many people tried before you to make something like this word? Many people checked out at that point. Whatever your dream is, whatever God is telling you to do, they may be saying, do you know how many people tried to do what you did? Yep. It ain't going to work. It ain't worked before. That was them.
That's right.
What makes you different than them? I'm me.
That's right.
And I'm uniquely made.
That's right.
I have a unique personality. And I'm going to do it by a unique way.
That's right.
So when people say, how you will do it? I'm not. I'm going to let God do it through me.
All right. All right.
I don't have to do it. Because they kept telling me, Kevin, they was like, man, you are the devil. That's right. You trying to play that rap music, that ain't of God, and you are the devil. And I would say, okay. If the devil was stupid enough to let me use his music to save people, let's roll. Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Here we are. I started in 89. It's 20 years later. Still doing it. Because I've seen Devontae, Chris, and I've seen Tess and them. I've seen people doing what they're doing. Why? Because at the night when I was stepping out on faith and I was crying because people were saying it would never work, I was getting no support, I saw them. I believe that when David was going out to fight Goliath, he saw his grandchildren. They didn't have yet. He saw his great-grandchildren. There was more in him beating Goliath than the eye could see. There was nights I would just lay up and I would cry, God, why won't nobody help me? God, why won't nobody do this for me? God, I know you called me to play rap music and no one support me. God, see, nobody saw that part. They just hear me on the radio blasting people. They're like, yeah, arrogant old stuff. I used to be the subject of churches. Don't listen to him. And the only thing I was doing was telling the churches to have an outreach for their youth.
That's right.
That's all I was doing. I was getting young people and I would bring them to the station and I would say whatever you need to say, just don't cuss. And express your heart. And pastors were being challenged to start youth programs. And so they were like, oh, who does God think he is? I don't think I'm anybody. But this is what they said. And if you want to keep them in your church, this is what they said you need to do.
That's right.
And so they was telling their young people and the people, don't listen to him. And I wasn't doing nothing but doing what God called me to do. That's all David was doing. He was doing what his father called him to do, which was to go check on his brothers. And he heard the Philistine talking noise about God's people. See, you want to go and do some stuff that God is calling you to do, that other people try to do it, and they're going to try to shut you down because they wasn't able to be successful with it. But the thing is today is that if you walk in your uniqueness, you'll be like David. You'll win. How many of you have ever come out of a bad situation that somebody else didn't make it out of? Anybody ever done that? Right? So guess what? What's different now? What's different now? You should be a little bit more wiser.
Right.
Should be a little bit more stronger. You know what I'm saying? You should be a little bit more controlled. Why? Because you've seen it already.
A little bit more prepared.
What you got new, devil? Nothing. Nothing at all. Nada. Nothing at all. So bring it on. What you got? That's why when most of y'all 2 weeks ago said, this is it, he said, I'm going to find out. If it's it, let me bring out the baseball bat. Because the stick didn't work. So let me bring out the baseball bat. Because he wants to challenge you, this is it. And you got to say, you know what, this is it. I don't care what I'm facing. I'm going to win, and this is how you win. You win. Oh, cell phone on?
Tiffany?
They point at each other, y'all. Get them phones up. You know. Okay, here it is. This is how you win. It's one situation at a time. Not the whole situation. It's one at a time. 8 o'clock, if you wake up at 8 o'clock, you start out with praise. I just think. And I'm not talking about you don't have to be in front of God for 35 minutes.
That's right.
30 seconds, you hit it up. See, we believe, and we've been taught that we have these long prayers, God is loving us. He loves you with 30 seconds.
That's right.
Yo, God, I appreciate yo.
Uh-uh.
Sometimes I'll be at work, they think I'm crazy because I be like this, like, like, who you point to?
Sammy Sosa, huh?
Yeah, Seltzer, right? But I'm giving praise to my God, and that's the way I do it.
That's right.
And they be like,
Nothing wrong with that.
we always thought he was a little crazy. No. I'm honoring God because y'all tripping. Sometimes I gotta go and I take my praise break. And I advise every adult that work with some crazy
Yes,
people.
Lord.
Say, hold up. They be like, you be in the middle of something, they be like,
Yeah.
hold up. Where you are? I'll be right back. I need a praise break.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes I just go in that bathroom and be like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I come back into the meeting or whatever, I'm calm. But if I didn't take my praise break, oh, they may not know I'm a Christian. I know y'all expect that. Every pastor, everybody say they go to church, don't lose it. But you gotta have devices in there so you don't lose it.
Right.
So there's nothing that they can do to me on my job that will cause me not to stand for what I stand for. So we can be in the middle of a very important meeting, and I don't like the way it's going. Hold up, be right back. Where you going? I gotta go to the bathroom. I didn't say I have to use the bathroom. I said I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
So I didn't lie. Because if I don't go to this bathroom right now, we're gonna have a problem. So to keep my insanity, I need to just take a minute. Please be alone. Just hold up, what's that? You come back, you compose, you're ready to do what you gotta do. So guess what? You just won a victory.
That's right.
And it's easy to win that victory when you do it that way. But guess what happens? If you go off, I told you don't talk to me that way. Look, last week you did it. The week before that you did it. I'm fed up. Let's do this.
No, he didn't.
Let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you talk too much versus taking your praise break. Trust me. Please, if you don't have it, incorporate your praise break. It will save you. It would also keep you blessed.
Amen. Humble.
I get certain blessings only because they don't see me go off. That's not saying I don't want to go off. But because they don't see me go off, they always think I'm calm and composed. So I get blessed for that. Because they know they can always come and talk to me. Sometimes they come and talk to me, I'm like, please get away from me. In my head. But I know my assignment. Bless you. We are wherever we at to be a blessing to people, not to be the distraction and the deterrent from Christ. So here it is. So David, and I'm wrapping it up. Here it is. So David goes and he hollered at the king and he tells him his resume. That he took care of the sheep. When the bear came, when the lion came, he handled his business. So the lion and the bear represents challenges that you face every day in your life. What's coming to take away what belongs to you that's been in your responsibility, in your care? When you begin to go back and get what rightfully belongs to you, that's what happens. People see it. Now, here's the bad side to this. As you get blessed, man of God, they go like, who you think you is? I'm just like you, man. I'm working. I'm doing what I'm called to do. Don't be mad at me because I'm willing to go get mine. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. If you need, I can show you how to do what I'm doing.
That's right.
Here it is. There's a bear. Walk up to him. You don't have to do it. You already done it. You walk up to him. That's your bear. Because see, what happens is that people want you to fight their battle for them. I'm not fighting for you. Now, I will give you and I will equip you on how to fight your own battle. But I ain't sticking my hand in no bear no more. I did it already. I already know how I feel. I know everything that comes from that feeling. I don't need to know what you do. You win it. You fight it. Because if I stick my hand in your bear, that's my victory. That's not yours. So I need to equip you on how to fight your own bear. So when the bear comes, you defeat him. When the lion comes, you defeat him. So when Goliath comes, you already accomplished it.
Very good.
So there was no issue with David knowing he could win this battle because he already ripped up a bear and a lion. So Goliath, like, please, this is just a man. What you talking about? See, so whatever your bears are and your lions are, you have to have the attitude of David. Oh no, you're not taking nothing that belongs to me. Some of you just need some peace that the enemy has snatched, and you got to go back into that lion, bear and go get your peace back. It's as simple as peace, but guess what? If you don't have peace, you have no self-control.
You go.
You lose all sense of purpose because nothing makes sense no more. You gotta have peace.
Yep.
Peace makes the difference. And I really feel heavy in my heart this morning. When I hit peace, I hit a point there. But some of y'all just saying, all I want is peace. All I want is peace. See, the thing is that with God want to give you peace because he's the Prince of Peace. So some of you been faking it. You put on a pretty smile and, you know, we get dressed, we do, but we had no peace. And so today we want to come against that. Today, if you want peace, you won't leave out of here with some peace. But you got to do what David did. He confronted what was keeping him from his peace. Today we're gonna front that. We're gonna get you your peace back. Amen.
Amen.
I can't even move on because I feel your hearts. I feel some of your hearts. So I can't even move. I can't even go past and finish out because we're gonna stop right here at peace because we need to break that today. We need to get you your peace back. Now the thing is that we don't have the music and we don't have all the stuff, but we do have the anointing here. So I don't have a psalmist to play for me right now, so as I minister, I don't have that. But I have the Holy Spirit. And I know when I say peace, I hit a chord. And I know that there are people in this place, right here, right now. You say this is it, but you're still wondering about what I'm going to do tomorrow. The enemy's coming to get your peace. We want to give it back to you. We want to give you peace. Some of you is like, man, how do you know I don't have peace? I look good, don't I? I feel good. All that stuff. That's the outside appearance that God doesn't care about. That's why he goes straight to your heart. Because that's what matters to God. It's your heart. So I want to challenge you today.